More than 1 million pieces of debris orbiting around the Earth with the speed of 28,000 km per hour, with the size of more than 10 centimeter. More than 5,000 satellites are orbiting around the Earth, but more than 50% of them are dead. Debris from spacecrafts, rockets, astronauts are making cloud around the Earth orbit, making a big risk for the future space mission. No space regulations, no space management, and no space maintenance or repair. Yes, I'm talking about the space junk or the space debris. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we need to understand that what is a space junk. Space junk is basically the space debris from the space aircrafts, astronauts, and the dead satellites which complete their operations after certain time and period. And then what happens? These dead satellites orbit around the Earth in their orbit, and also they have a risk of collision with the operational satellites. And when they crisscross, they collide with each other and create a debris, which is a big risk for the future spacecraft missions. But before that, we need to understand that why these satellites and these space missions are important for human race. These space missions have done so much in the space exploration for the human race. In the recent past, we have seen the successful project of James Webb Telescope, which is sending the huge amount of images from the universe and across the galaxy. Also, these satellites, which are really important for our daily life routine. For example, we use them for GPS, air traffic control, for climate data, for weather data, for different kind of farming, for the farmers, for different kind of financial transactions, and so many other things. So, what is the problem? The problem is that these satellites and these debris are creating a huge amount of cloud around the Earth orbit, which could be a big risk for the space missions or the spacecrafts. For example, in the recent past, when a spacecraft goes to the International Space Station, it had to do 24 maneuvers, and it cost them thousands and thousands of dollars. Because when a spacecraft do a maneuver, it had to switch off certain equipment, which cost them the loss of so much precious data. Now, why this problem is occurring? Because in the space, there are no space regulations. There is no space management system. There is no space maintenance and repair agency which could maintain or repair or manage the dead satellites and debris from the outer orbit of the Earth. Although there are so many solutions which are in consideration. For example, to make a tow truck kind of a thing with robotic clamps which will go in the orbit of that dead satellites, push it and deorbit into the space. But this project is very costly and it also needs some political motivation. Also, there is another solution which is in consideration from the Japanese Space Agency by Yamamoto, that we could use the laser to push the debris and deorbit into the space. This laser had the speed of more than 7.5 seconds per hour, more than the speed of a bullet, and it could push the debris into the outer space. But this project is also very costly. Another Japanese scientist has come up with the solution that there should be some docking system or clamps with the help of which the satellite which becomes dead should be sent into the outer space. These solutions are in inception phase, but they comes with a very costly budget, and also they need some political backup. But we need to understand that before that we need to have some space regulations, space monitoring agency, space management agency. Although we are spending so much on the space missions, for example, the Mars mission, we have polluted the Earth, we have polluted the outer space, and now we are going to pollute Mars also. So what do you think? That do we need to go on the Mars first, or do we need to clean up our outer space from the space junk for our next generation and for our future missions? So what is your priority in your mind? Space junk or SpaceX? We need to prioritize. What do you think? Comment, like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Thank you very much.